Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to Superpower TV episode I'm not sure because I'm not counting. Yes, I'm just here for you every week with something else to say, and I thank you for listening in, and I hope you get some little nuggets of gold out of whatever I say. And I'm just so glad to be here, and I'm happy that you're here too. And actually, I just had a thought. If anyone has any questions or anything that you'd like me to discuss related to all this stuff that I talk about, so whether that's superpowers or spirituality, yeah, anything like that I've been talking about, then yes, get in touch. Either private message, or you can message me on my business page if you have anything that you'd like to talk to, like me to talk. Well, anything you'd like to talk about, yeah, that's fine. Or anything you'd like me to talk about, then yeah, let's go for it. Because I was going to say I'm an open book, but not really. Yes, I do tend to keep most of my life private on social media, because yeah, I think there's maybe only so much that maybe we should share. So there's some things that maybe I won't talk about, but anything related to the stuff that I talk about in Superpower TV, then yes, I'm very happy to discuss it. And yeah, whatever, we can talk about any topic you like, within reason. Within reason, yes. This is actually my 5th take. Normally I just record and talk. This is my 5th take. Yes, because I'm just feeling a bit emotional this week, maybe with the full moon last week. This year has an amazing feeling, 2017. But I know, in order for me to get all of the goodness from this year and really appreciate all the goodness from the kind of year that the year of one in numerology has to offer, which is amazing new beginnings, I know that I still got a bit of work to do. You know, procrastination. If you've got stuff to do, if you've ever been at uni and you had this essay to write, or you had some homework to do at school, and it just felt so laborious and you just couldn't be bothered doing it, and you procrastinate, yeah, that's how I've been feeling, I think, the last couple of weeks, procrastinating over certain emotions and over certain feelings. And now this week, it's appearing like a magnifying glass. And I know that if I don't deal with it, I am going to get back into old cycles and old patterns that I now no longer want to do. So yeah, this is the 5th take of this video because yeah, I was getting a little bit emotional. So, but I want to talk about that today, and I want to say that in general terms, I think I'm a very positive, kind of happy-go-lucky, you know, you've seen my videos, you know the kind of person I am. Even if we've never actually met face to face, I think you can get a good idea that I'm a very positive person. But I also think that it is so important to acknowledge all your emotions. So those emotions that are more difficult to feel, I think it's so important to feel gratitude every day for even the smallest of things in your life. And that way, it paves the way to get more of those amazing things in your life. But I also think that it's important to acknowledge and feel if you have anger, if you have grief, if you have sadness that something is ending, and if you're feeling it, just allow yourself to feel it. And that way you can acknowledge it, feel it, and let it go. You don't have to dwell on it. It's when you try to stuff feelings down, that's when problems can surface. I mean, I'm a big believer in some physical symptoms that we have are actually emotional issues surfacing themselves. So gosh, I had so many in the 90s, early 2000s. I had so many stress-related problems, from migraines to panic attacks to stomach problems. Yeah, there was a whole host of things, and it was all stress-related. I tried my best to deal with the stress, but I wasn't acknowledging my feelings. So I had a lot of unresolved anger, unresolved grief and sadness that I wasn't allowing myself to feel. And I think the reason was in the past, when I had felt those feelings, it was really far too difficult. And I got very overwhelmed. And I think there was a fear of feeling that overwhelm again, that I couldn't control the emotions. Start crying and then you just can't stop, that kind of thing. But yeah, now the way that my life is and the way that I choose to live it is much more positive, because I've actually created it that way. And I choose to feel good every day. I choose to feel positive, and I choose to see the good in people, and I choose to see the good things every day. But it doesn't mean that I don't feel sadness and I don't feel grief. And I think it's really important to acknowledge these feelings, feel them, and then you can let that go. And it's not stuffed down in here. Like sometimes we'll stuff down with wine, with food, with sugar, with drugs, all these things to stuff it down, so we don't actually feel it. And it just numbs. So yeah, acknowledge how you feel and let it go. And then that paves the way for just so much more goodness in your life. So that's what I wanted to say to you today. Just acknowledge, especially grief. Yeah. Grief obviously can be someone who's passed away, but it can also mean endings of any kind. And it is important to grieve and acknowledge that, and then it goes. And just spending time in contemplation, just allowing as much self-nourishment as you can and self-care. So whatever that means to you, looking after yourself. Yeah. Allowing yourself plenty of rest to recuperate. And then we can begin to enjoy this amazing 2017. So I want you to think of a question. I'm going to use Pam and Colette's oracle cards again, the e-cards. These are so good because they're short and sweet, and you need to think of a question that doesn't have a yes or no answer. Okay, so you think of something that doesn't have a yes or no answer, and I am going to choose a card for you. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them down, just spread them out a little. Woo! Getting a feel for the cards. Ooh. This is very good. Oh, yes, this looks good. It's laser beam. Interesting. Let's see what it means, laser beam. Let me read to you. Bring your attention back to center, back to your intention. Okay, that's big. I can really feel that. So it's either me or someone that's watching this, you're really feeling it. Okay, you've been wavering a bit. All right. So to those of you whose English, if English is not your first language, wavering a bit means that you've been moving from side to side and not really focusing on what it is that you want. So you've been wavering a bit, but all it takes to achieve your desires is a little bit of concentration. Focus on what you want, then focus again for extra laser-like precision and clarity. Okay. Oh, that's big. Yeah, that's strong. Okay. Release the, see now I can't talk. Release the sweet feeling of zeroing in on that finish line. Okay, think of the end result. What it is you want to achieve. Sometimes I think that one of the best things you can do is think about how you want to feel. And in what situation, and think of the end result. Think of where you want to be, whether it's next week, next month, or whatever it is you want to focus on. Be as clear and concise as you possibly can. So whether that might mean a time frame or specific details about what you want to achieve, laser in. Just make it laser sharp. Whatever your intentions are, don't waver. So for example, maybe you've been thinking, okay, this year I'm gonna go on holiday to Egypt. I've always wanted to visit Egypt and I really want to go and see those pyramids. And then maybe you've been wavering a bit and thinking, well, you know, maybe Algeria or Morocco might be better because maybe I can get a cheaper deal or blah, 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 blah. No, what is it you want? Where is it you want to go? What do you want to feel? What do you want to experience? Who do you want to go with? How much time do you want to spend there? And how much do you want to pay for that trip? Be precise, be focused and really laser in, especially laser in on those feelings and how you'll feel when you're inside the pyramid. Can you do that now? I was able to do that. Feel very lucky and grateful that I could do that when I was there the last time. Yeah. So be as laser sharp in your focus as possible. So you may have been going a bit off track with what you want to do and what you want to achieve. Just come back to center again. You know, people often give you well-meaning advice about things, which is great. They're going by their life experience. But at the end of the day, you're the best judge. You're the best judge of what you want to do. And how does the situation make you feel? Does it feel good? Well, then pursue it. And, you know, if it doesn't feel good, of whatever it is that you're thinking of, then no matter what other people say, then you need to follow that gut, that inner guidance. Gosh, I don't know where that came from, but someone needed to hear that today. I feel I could just talk to you forever today. It's just so much more to say. But again, my computer sounds like it's about to take off, so I'm going to stop now. All right, so thank you for listening, everyone, and I hope you got some little nuggets of gold from this episode today. Thank you for continuing to listen to me, and remember, if you've got anything you'd like me to talk about, then yes, send me a message, comment, and I'll see what I can do. I'll see what we can talk about. Until next time, namaste, my superheroes. Mwah. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.